Have a seat. I think today we're going to play this game for a little bit. This is one that I do know. I used to play this one all the time back in the day. Escape from Monster Manor. I used to love this game. It's a little bit cheesy, but it's still one of the most fun games on 3DO, I think. I never did beat it though. I think I got to where some level where there was a bunch of spiders or something, and then it just got too hard. I never did beat it.
Ah, another visitor. Don't be afraid.
We'll watch the intro.
Be terrified! Foolish mortal, you are lost! Even now, evil's dark hand reaches for your soul. But since you are here, I, one who has lived through the ages, will kindly tell you a story. Listen carefully to my tale, for one day it may save your life.
Make sure it's loud enough.
Centuries ago, in a distant land, a mysterious cult forged a great disc of gold. It sparkled with captured sunlight and protected its creators from all evil. This talisman shielded generations of worshippers from even the darkest night's terror. But this exile of evil did not last. Blind greed and petty jealousy led to the talisman being broken and divided among reckless factions. By trying to secure the talisman's power for themselves, these fools reduced it to fragments of useless metal. Ghastly ghouls and black horror once again commanded the night. The forces of evil, unchecked by the talisman's brilliant light, threatened the world with endless gloom. Seeking to fight the tide of terror, the one who built this very house tried to capture again the glory of the talisman. Traveling the world, he collected the long-forgotten pieces and succeeded in reassembling the golden relic. His quest nearly cost him his life. But had he saved the world? No! His descendants fled the manor when they discovered evil had found ways to threaten the talisman with destruction. You horrors! Deathly forces gather! It grows even too dangerous for me! Fool! Please!
It's over the top narration is great.
The talisman nears the end of its reign! Heed me! Fly far! Fly fast! A dark dawn approaches and hell strains at the gate!
So hammy. Let's just get into it. This is a big deal to me back when I got this, because there wasn't anything like this on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. So 3DO was so futuristic, and even though it was kind of hard to play this with a controller, I was just like, this is so freaking cool. The shoulder buttons are nice because they let you strafe, so not having a mouse was hard, but turning in conjunction with the shoulder button made it a lot easier. You could just sort of like do this weird swooping kind of motion. This is such a cool game. It's simplistic. You look at there's no textures on like the ceiling or the floor, but dude, it was a first-person shooter. You got to play at home and you didn't need a computer. I was just over the freaking moon. And then I would show this to people, and people were so blown away by it, like, oh, I couldn't believe how good it looked. Okay, so C brings up the menu. Which one opens the door? I don't want to waste my ammo. Ah, dang it. So B opens doors. And I remember the first time you see these ghosts freaking pop out, you about piss yourself. I love the animation of these enemies. These are like claymation enemies. Look at this Grim Reaper dude. That is so cool. And the graphics are sparse. You got like little trinkets here and there to decorate the room. A random desk. So you got like these weird random sprites that, they're not in 3D, so they don't stay in place. They move around. But I remember My friend's little brother wanted to play this game. He saw us playing it. He couldn't believe how real it looked. So I let him play it, and when he saw one of these, as soon as these freaking Grim Reapers came after him, I remember he screamed and threw down the controller and ran out of the room. Ah! He just took off. But then he kept coming back downstairs asking to play it all the time. So we got some health, which I don't need. And the cool thing about this game is you're like, well, where is the UI? Where's your heads-up display? It's the red line on the back of the gun is your ammo, and your hand itself is your health bar. So kind of like Doom, as you take damage, you see yourself getting damaged. And I don't, those big star things are your ammo for your laser gun, which I don't need any more of that. Yeah, I know by today's standards this looks so quaint. You're just like, this is basically Haunted House Wolfenstein. But man, you gotta understand, at the time, this was just like, you could not believe you were playing this at home and you didn't have a computer. And it was on a CD, not a cartridge. Man, I'm telling you, 3DO might have failed as a console, but if you had one back when it was the thing, when it launched, dude, it was a special time. It didn't last long, but that was definitely a special time, and it is a cool console. There's a lot of crap games on 3DO, but there's a lot of really good ones too, like this one. Simple but fun. I feel like the people that made this game must have really enjoyed making this game. And like, I love how the first time you see this, it scared the crap out of you. Oh, that's just some guy hanging there. You're thinking you're about to get attacked. Yeah, I used to play this constantly. I just could not beat it. It got way too hard for me near the end. But you got little jewels you collect. I don't know what those are for. I think it's just points. And for playing on an old school gamepad with no analog stick or anything, it's surprisingly not bad. It's not that difficult to control and aim. I'd obviously rather use a mouse, but this isn't bad. And like I said, combined with the shoulder buttons, turning and aiming at things isn't hard. And the enemies don't move fast anyway, so yeah, I need to get that. And I know in the later stages of the game, you really got to pay attention to your keys and your ammo. You can end up in a situation where you can't open any more doors. I think there's times where you'd be like, well, I'm out of keys and now I can't get any more keys because you opened the wrong doors. And you could definitely run out of ammo and just be running from enemies. You can't attack anybody. So you gotta really pay attention to your key situation, which you can do by going in here. See, right now I got one key. And I'm looking for that gold piece there, which I don't think I'm anywhere close to it, if I remember right. I do wish we'd had a better gamepad for 3DO. The Panasonic controller wasn't horrible. Oh, God, that made me jump for a second. The Gold Star controller sucked. The Panasonic one was okay. I just wish the D-pad was a little better. I don't know if we had any other controllers on 3DO. I think it was, other than the special Capcom one for Street Fighter, I think it was just the Panasonic and Gold Star. I don't remember seeing any other ones. Too bad it didn't, like, you couldn't just plug a mouse into the system. That would make this so much easier to play. I think it would make it I think it would make the game too easy, actually. There wouldn't be any challenge if you could use a mouse. Because like I said, the enemies don't move fast anyway, so if you had the perfect aim and movement of a mouse and keyboard, I think the game wouldn't even be any fun, possibly. I don't know. If there's ever going to be a way to play it with a mouse and keyboard, I'd try it. But the controller is not that bad. Get this key. And some more ammo. Oh, another key. Do I want to go out that door? Or is that... I think that's wasting a key. It's probably just goes into this hallway, I bet. Yes. I think the piece is down the other side. Whoa! There's another key. I think that is a waste of a key to go through that. I believe it's just that door. Alright. Oh, these things. These things, I think, yeah, they spit at you. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw those back in the day, I crap myself. You're not expecting that. This game looked so realistic back then. Oh, there's a piece right there. I mean, now it seems so retro and quaint, but man, at the time, you were like, I cannot believe a game looks this good. And I'm playing it at home on my TV. This is crazy. I mean, look at the detail of these claymation enemies. Alright, you gotta find the exit. So you gotta find that piece, and then you gotta find the exit. You don't actually have to kill all the monsters or anything on a level. You just gotta find the piece and the exit. I don't need any health, but I need a lot of ammo. Whoa! As you can tell, this first level is very easy. You aren't really going to get hit in this first level. But this game definitely gets harder. Okay, yeah, this guy. That's right. You got one guy who has to empty your whole freaking gun on him. Now, you don't have to kill this guy. If you can get around him... Oh, crap, I'm out of ammo. If you can get around him, you can just run to the exit. Here we go. Which, maybe I should just get around him and run to it, because I don't want to go to the next... Well, I can't go around him. I don't want to go to the next level with no freaking ammo. I don't remember if your ammo gets filled when you go to the next level. I don't think it does. I don't know, maybe it does. As you can see, the control's not perfect. It's a little difficult sometimes. You get hung up trying to get through a door. Alright, first level, super easy. I'm not going to bother to save it. But this is a cool game. We'll keep going. Got some new background music. Some new creepy background music. Oh yeah, they got this goofy screams and stuff in it. Oh my god. It's over here. Can I get around that desk? Oh! They put one behind me, didn't they? Oh no, that guy just got me. God, this soundtrack is ridiculous. Look at that. And then, yeah, I forgot. You can look at a map. It's pretty rudimentary, but... So I'm over here. I wish you could move while you're still on this map screen. That would be helpful. Instead, you kind of have to just keep going. Okay, that's what I thought. That goes back that way. I want to go the other way. Get out of here. You too, buddy. And you and you. Ah! Pick up health. Alright, where am I at? So turn to the left and then turn to the right. Let's go through here. I see you, buddy. God. Oh, see, I'm out of keys, so now I am freaking screwed. Oh, there's one. Oh, I hope this is the door I want to open. I need more keys, brother. And they usually hide a key behind stuff. Like, you see that health and you'd be thinking, oh, I don't need that. And you won't go there. Go there because there's probably a freaking key behind it. I think there's always plenty of ammo and health on these earlier levels, but these keys throughout the whole game have the potential to be a problem. You're always going to be juggling keys. Oh man, how am I not hitting him? What is going on? Get out of here, buddy. Now look at my gnarled zombie hand. Have I been this way? Nope. Speaking of like the background music, if I remember right, there was one level in this game where the background music was just, it was really weird. I don't know. Which one was it? Was it, it's like I was inside, like a red, was it that part of the house that looks red? I think so. I don't remember. Oh, wasting my ammo. But I just remember the background music in that area. I was like, what is going on? This game, dude. Back in the day, man, I am telling you, if you were playing this, you were just like, oh my god. This is the coolest freaking video game console ever made. It was funny to think that I even had a 3DO because I was what could charitably be referred to as butt stinking poor. I lived in a very dangerous, impoverished, crime-ridden neighborhood. What the hell was that? Yeah, my neighborhood was very dangerous, and I lived in this tiny, crappy hovel of a house. Maybe I'll grab a picture off of Google Maps and throw it on screen somewhere so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh crap, there's a whole bunch of them in here. And we're like, considering where I lived and the fact that I was just washing dishes for a living as a teenager, I cannot believe I was able to save up enough money to buy this ridiculously priced console that I mean, I bought this thing when it launched. Like, it's probably only been out for a month or two before I bought it. And I had some money saved up from work, but not enough for this thing. And I had to keep saving and saving, washing dishes, you know. And after like a couple months of just not spending any money, combined with what I already had saved up, I was like, forget whatever I was saving money for. I'm getting this thing. Oh. Because at the time, I was playing mostly Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Sega CD. All great systems. I love all those, but I was like, man, I gotta get this one. This is crazy. I don't care how much it costs. I was just a huge video game nerd. I had to have it. Where are we at? Oh, I need to go back up here, I think. So yeah, it's crazy to think where I lived, and like nobody in that neighborhood had any money. That neighborhood was basically just beer and bullets. And then there was me living in my little hovel playing 3DO. Luckily, the whole neighborhood didn't realize what an expensive video game console I had in my house, or I wouldn't have had it for very long. Only a few... Oh God, get out of here, get out of here, run, 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 run. Only a few of my friends I'd even bothered to tell that I had it. People used to get their houses broken into a lot over there and get cleaned out. So I was always terrified someone was going to break into my house and just like steal all of my crap. It's like I can't lose my 3DO. I don't remember. Did I get the... I never got the talisman. I didn't find it. I found the exit. Didn't find the talisman. So we gotta continue looking for that. Yeah. These weird skeleton pukers. And the 3DO that I have here is not my original one, and this is not my original Sega CD and Genesis, and this is my original Dreamcast. I did keep that. But all my other consoles over the years, I kept, because I didn't have any money, I would sell them to get the money for other things. So, which I'm sure a lot of us did that when we were growing up. I sold my Genesis and Sega CD and all my games, controllers, everything, so I could get money to buy more 3DO games. And then I sold my 3DO and all my 3DO games so that I could buy a PS1 and PS1 games. But by then, I'd finally had a better job and I bought a computer, so I didn't want the PS1 anymore. I just gave it away. I just gave it to a friend. I didn't even take money for it, which is crazy. Just let him have it. But years later, I bought all these consoles again because I was very pissed that I sold them. Which I'm guessing a lot of people are probably in the same boat. And by the way, if you have a 3DO and you don't have this ODE, you need to get it. It is awesome. It works flawlessly and it is extremely easy to install. You literally just drop it in and you are good to go. It messes up every now and then and you just got to power the machine off and power it back on, but generally it is rock solid, man. That was worth the money. Speaking of the Sega CD and the Genesis, I'll probably play some of those games on here at some point too. Maybe I'll do some Dreamcast stuff. I also have a PS1 and a PS2. I don't know that I want to play any PS2 games, and I don't actually own any PS1 games. Where is this freaking talisman at? Probably nobody is going to watch this video, but if you do, and you liked this game, feel free to say in the comments why you liked it so much. Or if you think this game was not that great and you think something else was better. I don't think this was the best game on 3DO, but it was a hell of a lot of fun. So many good games on 3DO though. It is, I think the most common one people will tell you is Road Rash is the best one. And it is very good. I do think it's definitely the best version of Road Rash on any console. The 3DO one is the best one, I think. Oh god, should I go through here? Oh, yeah, I think this is it. God, there was... I remember I also really liked Star Control 2. Oh, man, I'm gonna get hit by something, I know it. I really liked Killing Time. I loved PO'd, even though, oh, there's the talisman. Even though, in all honesty, PO'd is, I mean, technically it's not that great of a game, but I loved it, man. I thought it was so weird, and it was just fun to me. I liked it. Yeah, Monster Manor was absolutely one of my favorites on the console. My all-time favorite? I don't know. It's kind of a tough call. There's quite a lot of good games on here. Now, if I can remember how the hell I got over here. Not that way. Let me look at the map again. Where am I? Because you can't walk to the map, you gotta do this. Okay, so go all the way down and turn left. Oh man, I am not close to the exit. They really hid this thing far away from the exit. God, that poor guy in the background keeps getting his guts scrunched up. Where we at? Okay, I see where I'm at. Sort of. If I can get a look into the room that has it, it'll be obvious. Where are we at again? Oh hell. I think it's down here. I believe it is down here. Somewhere. Maybe? Did I go the wrong way? Nope. It's right here. And there we go. I don't remember how many levels there are per area. I want to say...
Tread carefully now.
Oh, this is it. I will stop here. So there's 2 levels per level. This is the one that's really weird. It just has that guy who keeps saying, tread carefully now. So I'm going to pause there. And if you've never played Escape from Monster Manor, this game is fun. You should definitely play it if you have a 3DO. And that's all for now.